Hello everybody, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm just going to be showing you guys a blind second Gimmick Puppet deck profile that I had good success with at locals last night. It was only 3 rounds. I played against Adamancipator, Kashtira, and Fiend Smith, Azamina, White Forest, and I won all my matches beautifully. And I guess the simple deck concept behind the deck is, Gimmick Puppet is known for its FTK, but I decided that since it already has plenty of good tools for going second already built in, that maybe a blind second build would work. So effectively I built it to run and function like Tempai Dragon, but with this, the opponent can't just simply tell you to go first in hopes of killing you because of the FTK the deck still has. So anyway, let's get right down into it. Start off with their monsters. So we got 3 of your Gimmick Puppet Little Soldiers, 3 Rouge Doll, and I also run 3 Scissor Arms. All 3 of these help you get started on your way to OTKing your opponent. And I'll give a quick rundown of what these guys do. So this one right here in the middle, while she's in your hand, you can reveal one of your Gimmick Puppet Exceeds monsters, and then special summon her from your hand, and from your deck, 1 Gimmick Puppet monster whose level equals the revealed monster's rank. This guy, when he is normal summoned, is a Foolish Burial of any Gimmick Puppet monster. So, and this one is a full, same thing as Scissor Arms, except he can be used when he's normal or special summoned, and when he's summoned, you send a Gimmick Puppet monster that isn't a level 4 from your deck to the graveyard to make his level become that monster's level. And then, of course, that being for cost, the opponent can't ash it. Typically, these 2 will send her. But yeah. And also, he has a graveyard effect where he can banish himself to increase the level of up to 2 of your Gimmick Puppets by 4 for the rest of the turn. Next up, we have one of the new cards from Maze of the Masters. I run 2 copies of Gimmick Puppet Fiendish Knight. So, what this card does... oh yeah, I forgot to mention this on Rouge Doll. I'll get to that in a moment. So, what he does is, while he's in your hand, you can target a Gimmick Puppet monster that's in your graveyard or any monster in the opponent's graveyard. Special summon the target to the owner's field and defense position with its effects negated. And then, you special summon himself. And then, if Fiendish, then this effect Rouge Doll also has as well. If he is sent to the graveyard from anywhere except from the hand, you can add him back to your hand. And then I also run 2 copies of Gimmick Puppet Terror Baby, a non-once per turn. When it's normal summoned, you can special summon a Gimmick Puppet monster from your graveyard in defense position. Also, its graveyard effect, you can banish it from the graveyard, and for the rest of the turn, the opponent cannot respond to your Gimmick Puppet monster effect activations. So you got just 2 good built-in goings, 2 good built-in monster reborns. And then 3 one-off Gimmick Puppets: Gimmick Puppet Bisque Doll, Gimmick Puppet Drury Doll, and Gimmick Puppet Cattle Scream. So Bisque Doll, you can just special summon her from the hand by ditching another Gimmick Puppet, but her graveyard effect is the big one. You can banish her to make it to where the opponent cannot target your Gimmick Puppets for the rest of the turn. Drury Doll, if she's in your graveyard, banish another Gimmick Puppet monster to special summon her. And, there's a lot more text messages saying that you can't use her for an Xyz summon except for Gimmick Puppet Xyz monsters. And then Gimmick Puppet Cattle Scream, one of the newer cards, you can detach material from an Xyz monster to special summon him from your hand to graveyard, but he's banished when he leaves the field. And then he also gives a Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster the effect where you can target a monster in the opponent's graveyard and special summon it to the opponent's field and defense position. Just ways to put monsters on their field for you to destroy and burn them for, if you need to. And then the only non-engine monster cards I run are 3 Molcharmi Fululos. Yep, the 1 fancy QCR. I do opt to just play a bunch of board breaker spells but this card is like, it feels nice. It does feel a lot nicer this format. I've come to like it a bit more after YCS Orlando, so I'll be main decking it in this, and I'm also probably gonna anyway. And now that's it for the monsters. Onto the spells. We got 3 Mansion of the Dreadful Dolls. This card reads a lot like Sangan's Summoning. When it's activated, add a Gimmick Puppet monster from your deck to your hand, and then once a turn you can detach a material from an Xyz monster to special summon a Gimmick Puppet from your graveyard to your opponent's field and defense position. But the big thing is, while it's on the field, your Gimmick Puppet monsters cannot be destroyed in battle, nor can they be affected by your opponent's activated monster effects, except for the effects of Xyz monsters. So, yeah, Next up, we also have 3 Condolence Puppet. This is a part of why I also built the deck for going second, is because, so this card is a built-in Foolish Burial for the deck. You send Gimmick Puppet monsters from your deck to the graveyard, up to the number of monsters the opponent controls that were special summoned from the extra deck, +1. So, if you're playing against, like, say, Fiendsmith Rysel, they set up, and they've got Detonator and Caesar on the field, you can use this to send your Terror Baby, your Bisque Doll, and your Rouge Doll. Grab back Rouge Doll, provided they don't negate that with Cross. And then you can just banish Terror Baby and Bisque Doll to make your stuff unrespondable and to protect your stuff from being targeted. Just one example, like, you guys get the idea. I'm sure you can see where this is going. And then I also run 2 Rank Up Magic Argent Chaos Forces. And then for some of your other spells, we got 3 Triple Tactics Thrust and 3 Forbidden Droplet, since this is a blind second deck. Then I also run 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Ultimate Slayer, 1 Triple Tactics Talent, Harpy's Feather Duster, got Terraforming, and Called by the Grave. And that's it for spells. And I guess we do run the 1 Service Puppet Play trap card. And that's pretty much it for the main deck. Like, you know, built the deck for blind second, run a bunch of the go in second cards. And now, let's move on to the extra deck. So as y'all saw, I am playing Ultimate Slayer, running Elder Entity Intez, Travergate Fairjet the Baron Blossom, Golden Cloud Dragon, Cloud Beast Malong, and Mirror Logic Aggregator. Give yourself a pretty decent coverage on everything. You can run Garura and the Tri-Brigade Link 5 if you decide to, or Ciphering Lord Omega. Really, anything works. You know, just sending them to the graveyard. And then run 2 Gimmick Puppet Chimera Dolls, letting you take a Gimmick Puppet monster and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You know, your 4th built-in Foolish Burial. And then if you only control Gimmick Puppet monsters, you can special summon a Gimmick Puppet monster from your hand. And then I also run 1 Gimmick Puppet Gigantes Doll. Needs 2 level 4 Gimmick Puppets to summon. You can detach 2 materials from them and then steal up to 2 of your opponent's monsters until the end phase. But the only monsters that can declare an attack are Xyz monsters. And you can also tribute him to make all your monsters you currently control become level 8 until the end of the turn. So steal your opponent's monsters, make them level 8, then Xyz summon into one of your monsters. Then, like one of the 2 Gimmick Puppet Fantastics Mach X that we run. So this is another one of the newer cards from Infinite Forbidden. We got, I'd say newer, the set's almost a year old, I think, at this point. Yeah. You can detach material from them, add any rank up magic spell from your deck to your hand. Then you get an additional normal summon of one machine monster for the rest of the turn. Then, if you special summon a Gimmick Puppet I monster while he's in the graveyard, you can special summon him to either field and defense position. Then you can add a rank up magic spell from your graveyard to your hand. And then we also run 3 Chaos Exceeds Gimmick Puppet Fanatics Mach X. So when you special summon, you can add a puppet trap from your deck to your hand. You can detach other effect. You can detach material from him, special summon one monster from either graveyard to the opponent's field and defense position. And if a monster is special summoned to the opponent's field, you can target one of them, destroy it, and then inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. So, and now for the Gimmick Puppet number monsters. Run number 15 Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder, Chaos number 15 Gimmick Puppet Giant Hunter, number 40 Gimmick Puppet of Strings, and Chaos number 40 Gimmick Puppet of Dark Strings. So, you should all know what these guys do, but I'll give a quick rundown. Twice per turn, detach material, target a special summon monster the opponent controls, destroy it. Then if you destroy an HC's monster, burn the opponent. Target a card the opponent controls, destroy it. And if it was a monster, inflict damage equal to its original attack. This one, detach material, place a string counter on every face-up monster on the field except him. Then during the opponent's next end phase, destroy all monsters with string counters and inflict damage, 500 damage to your opponent for each one destroyed. But that, we never really get to that bit because usually we're immediately ranking him up against Gimmick Puppet of Dark Strings. When he is special summoned, destroy all monsters with string counters, draw a card, then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest original attack among those destroyed monsters. And then once a turn, you can detach material from him, place a string counter on each face-up monster the opponent controls. Yeah, that's about it for the extra deck. Like, not much is different from typical for a typical Gimmick Puppet list, except maybe not running the horse engine. And just running a bunch of blind second board breakers cards instead of a slew of hand traps. So the deck concept really hasn't changed anything. And I guess for a side deck, I do run the only Molcharming Perulia I have. Then I also just threw in 2 Droll, 2 Lancia, and then 3 Crossouts. Just giving yourself the option of being able to go first if you want to, which is also why I also have the 3 Puppet Sharks side decked, and then Rivalry, Dimension Barrier, Daruma Cannon, evenly matched. It's funny how I like how you can run evenly matched in this deck, because even if you can still OTK even after evenly matched. I love it. But yeah, that's about it. There's not really too much to say. The deck's been around for a year now, like I said. I just put this together. Thought it would be a fun concept idea, and I figured I'd share. Well, I guess I will catch you guys in the next video.